Everyone, it is Miss Kepley here, and today we are going to talk about point of view. And point of view is about exploring the perspective of the narrator. So what is point of view? It's the way the author chooses to tell the story. And it's the voice and scope of the narrator. The narrator is the person telling the story, and it affects how much we as readers know about the characters and events in the story. So what is the purpose of point of view? Why do we even talk about it in reading? So it's how the author wants the reader, which is you, to see and hear what takes place in the story. So how the author wants you to see and hear what takes place in the story. It's how they want you to experience what's happening in the story. So there's three types with a little extra thrown in, a little bonuses thrown in, three types of point of view. So let's look at them. First, we have first person. And first person point of view has these keywords: I, we, mine, my. So when the narrator speaks, they will use these keywords. So the narrator is a character in the story and tells the story using the pronoun I. The narrator participates in the actions of the story. They're involved. They're like probably the main character. So if you're with some people, you can pause and talk to them. If you're by yourself, that's great. Just pause and make some notes. But what I want you to focus on are what can be some limitations of first person point of view. So go ahead and click pause. And what could be some restrictions that we have if the author chooses to use first person point of view? All right, so we are back and let's look at your list. Hopefully you have some of these limitations. First, you only have access to the narrator's limited knowledge and understanding of the events and other characters. So you only can see what the narrator sees. You don't see everything else that's happening behind the scenes. The narrator can only tell us what they are thinking, feeling, or observing. So you have no idea what the other characters are thinking and feeling about what's happening in the story. So you get their perspective, their feelings. And sometimes, as you know, our feelings are different than other people's. We misinterpret events. And so that's what the narrator can do. They can misinterpret events based on what they're thinking, feeling, and observing. And finally, you have to be the judge if the narrator is reliable or not. Do we trust what the narrator is telling us? If so, they're reliable. If we're like, oh, they're kind of off base, I think they should think about things this way, then they might not be a reliable narrator. That's up to you to judge. So that's first person point of view. And it's very common in books that we read. The next is the most least common type of point of view, second person, and it uses the words like you and your. And the story is told from the viewpoint of the reader using the pronoun you. And so the reader gets to imagine being the main character. The narrator is talking directly to you. So it's like you're involved in the story. And so great examples are those choose your own adventure books. The last type of point of view is third person. It has a couple of different extra things to go with it. We'll look at that. But generally, third person uses the keywords he, she, it, they, or they use a name. So the person is not involved in the story. It's telling the story. So it's like an overview of the story of what everything is happening. And there are three types of third person. We have objective, limited, and omniscient. So let's look at the three types. First, objective. The narrator knows or reveals nothing about the character's internal thoughts, feelings, and motivation, but sticks to the external facts of the story. It's an overview. You see kind of everything that's happening. The second type is limited. The narrator describes the internal thoughts, feelings, and motivations of one character, usually the main character. And this is like Harry Potter. We as readers are limited in our knowledge of the other characters. And the third type is omniscient. This is when the narrator knows and at least partially reveals the internal thoughts, feelings, and characters of all motivations of all the characters. The narrator peers inside the minds and hearts of characters at will and tells us what they are thinking or feeling. So we kind of like brain hop between the different characters so you can see what's inside their head, their motivations, what they're thinking and feeling. And the narrator interprets and comments on the behavior and actions. So that is all the types of point of view. If you would like to practice this, there is a link to the quizzes below. If you are an ELA reading teacher, I do have some great activities to go with point of view. I have this lesson with some add-on activities and some quests that students can do to practice it. So all of those links are in the description below. If you have any questions, let me know, leave a comment. Otherwise, I hope you learned something new, and until next time,